Welcome back, everybody. Episode 2, Season 1 of Lazarus. I really enjoyed Episode 1. I can tell this anime is going to be really good. You can see that there are a lot of similarities to Cowboy Bebop. The main character, Axel Gilberto, is very similar to Spike. And they both are martial artist experts and they both flow like water, just like what Bruce Lee teaches. The soundtrack was pretty cool so far in Episode 1, and we're learning that this series is going to be about finding a doctor who created the drug that takes away all the pain that you can feel with no side effects. But if you take that pill, you're going to die in 30 days. That's something that's we barely learned from episode 1. So, it seems like the series is going to be about finding that doctor to find the cure. All right? So, super enjoyable. Let's watch episode 2 right now. So it's been 3 years since the whole world has been on that drug. Wow, so not only was this drug perfect, but it was super cheap too. Wow, it just took 3 years for the whole world to be dependent on it. But it looks like Axel didn't take it. That's big time. It seems like this is gonna be a really badass crew, man. We got 5 people on the team working for the US government. Wow, they all wear wristbands and are completely tracked. Damn, so they're gonna be completely controlled by that wristband. That's crazy. Episode is called Life in the Fast Lane. I like how their hideout is in the old building that was a barber shop. That's pretty cool. Damn, of course the FDA did not properly review that drug and see that coming. A couple of them like the idea of finding the doctor and selling the vaccine to get hella rich. And they just mentioned the Avengers right now. That's kind of cool. But one of them's like, nah, we're not doing this for personal gain. We're here to save the world. Damn, they have all used the drug. All of them. Okay, Axel has used it too. Yeah, this is actually perfect, the hideout, because now, nobody would. Oh, wow, it's protected with technology. That's crazy. That's the perfect hideout. Damn, that Dr. Skinner was awarded the Nobel Prize 3 times. Wow, that's really big time. Like one of the most prestigious awards in life that you can get. But it seems like he was a good guy, man. He was always advocating for peace and economic equality. Sounds like a stand-up guy. He wants to punish the world for being greedy and destructful. Damn, see, the whole world leaders don't even care about the destruction of the planet. That's crazy. That's probably why he created the drug. Look at that. He's realizing the world leaders don't care. So he said, all right, I'm going to kill you all then with this drug. Wow, that's fucked up. Of course, the brains of the operation, that little girl. You can tell she's going to be very smart using all the gadgets and technology and all that. Okay, so Dr. Skinner bought some sort of apocalyptic shelter that you can hide. That's pretty cool. That's smart. Basically like a bunker. I wonder if are they like based out in New York? Because we know they're in the United States. I don't think they've kind of hinted at that, right? Like what city they're in, maybe? She said, bro, you were sentenced to fucking 888 years. Get out of my car. You are not safe to be around with. Hella kicked him out. He said, if I tell you, I'm gonna have to kill you. Why are you trying to ask questions? Personal questions. That's funny. Seems like all these members of the team are all bad apples, kind of like Gilberto said. They all definitely have a important skill set that's needed to find a doctor. Basically a bunch of badasses. Ah, right now one of the groups are in Arizona. Okay. That's good to know. Maybe their base in general is on the west side of the country. Kobayashi shelter cells. This is where you buy those fucking bunkers to keep you safe from the apocalypse. Seems like they're out of business. He notices the tire tracks. He says, "Yep, there's definitely people here." Look at that. That's not sketchy at all. How is that door about to be unlocked and open? Hell no, this is a trap. Definitely a trap. Let's see what happens. It's about to get good. Okay, so one team is at the headquarters of the company of the shelter, and then Gilberto and the woman is at the specific shelter location, I think, that the doctor bought. Oh shit, there's a human there. What the hell? Don't tell me this is the doctor dead. Okay, so this stranger low-key knows that, has the lead too on where Dr. Skinner is. I wonder if he's part of an operation. Oh wow, Spanish. We got a whole bunch of people looking for Dr. Skinner. I'm sure a bunch of different countries. Hey, the whole world are trying to look for the doctor, bro. You say we got Chicanos over there, bro. This is awesome. Finally, some Spanish in some of these animes. Hell yeah, this anime is dope so far. Gilberto or Axel loves the chaos, man. Look at that. He seeks it out. He says, yo, let's have some fun. It's action time. Damn, look at that. The FBI is pulling up, the DEA. The whole world is just trying to. Some people are trying to collect debts, others are trying to find Dr. Skinner. There's way too many motives involved. Personal motives. Yo, Axel is fucking hilarious, bro. I'm loving his character. So is this Dr. Skinner or no? I thought Kobayashi was a company though, but it seems like Kobayashi's a person. I mean, maybe he owns the company that sells the shelter, but Kobayashi owes a lot of money to some people, and they're after him. Holy hell, maybe that drug makes it... Oh no, it ends like that? That's crazy. Yo, so I think... Wow, so they got the facial recognition on them, but... She said with the computer it tracked like 100,000 of them. So I think maybe that drug definitely either alters you physically to look like Dr. Skinner, or it somehow messes with the technology of that world, so he's untraceable. You know, that was a cool episode. We're learning that our main group, right, the people that kidnapped Axel, this is a shadow government from the United States, and obviously their main purpose is to find Dr. Skinner and find the cure, right? So the whole world doesn't die from this Hapna drug. A couple of different agencies, the CIA, the DEA, and even some debt collectors are after everybody because everybody's involved. Because nobody wants to die, and then there are debts that need to be paid. You know, like I said, I'm really liking this show. The main character Axel, he's a pretty badass. I like that. He's very similar to Spike from Cowboy Bebop. So, hey, I'm interested and can't wait to watch episode 3. You know, not much to talk about for this episode because you know they're just continuing the story, right? We get the main point of it. Enjoyable nonetheless. So hey, hopefully I see you guys in episode 3. If you're liking this show, please continue to tune in, subscribe, drop a comment, like, you know, all that generic talk, right? So catch you guys on the next one. Peace.